I mean, I was a captain in the Air Force. It's a pretty good rank. You know, you've been around long enough. You kind of know the ropes. You have some respect. Got some decent responsibilities. And so within 6 months, I'm living in a 2-bedroom apartment with a baby, pregnant wife, no contacts, no income. And, you know, then it's like, okay, you know, I'm thinking, well, this won't be that hard, right? I've got 2 good degrees, got experience, but try explaining to an employer why you were let go within 6 months. Then explaining that you're also in a lawsuit with them over the contract. People wouldn't touch me with a 10-foot pole. Too many salespeople and entrepreneurs in general, they want to go reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't have time to reinvent the wheel. I had to put food on the table. You know, I've sold, golly, for 21 years now. And I've done my own deals. I've worked for big companies, worked for small companies. I've worked for, you know, in retail. And, you know, the biggest no's are always the one that you think are in the bag, right? That you've literally cashed a check and then they don't come through. But, you know, in sales, any type of the training or tips, whatever I give, ultimately, it's just so the salesperson has the courage and the confidence to stand tall and look the prospect in the eye and just have an honest conversation, ask hard questions, and get to the truth. So the thing that's kind of funny is maybe I've internalized the whole optimistic thing and being in sales, and where I start to forget the bad experiences, right? Because I've been in sales, like I said, 21 years. I've had so many no's, and by default, you get more no's than yeses if you're out there getting stuff done, you know, trying to make things happen. As a brand new salesperson, I got a ton of no's because that's all I was doing was prospecting. Didn't really know. I was energetic, optimistic, getting after it, and just a dog with a bone. Okay. As a business owner, I'm in control of my own sales and marketing. I'm in charge of PR. I'm in charge of email sequences and webinars and videos and social media posts and how people even reach me. So if I got, you know, 50 no's to 1 yes, I mean, now it might be 1 to 1. I can be more selective. And that's the key with sales, right? It's posturing, you know, it's negotiation. You have to negotiate from a position of strength. It's better if they're calling you than if you're calling them.
Mm-hmm.
All those types of things come into play. And if you don't internalize those, then you are forever working the phones, banging your head against, you know, doors, trying to get your foot in the door. When you're not in control, I mean, that's what set me on a path. It's like, I've got to put some things in place so I'm in control. I need to be in charge of my future, you know, win or lose, right? So being let go when you don't expect it, I was just tired of that. I continue to improve even to this day. I'm listening to podcasts. I'm listening to audiobooks. You know, if I can't read the book, you know, if I'm on a plane, if I'm jogging, I'm listening to things. It's rare that I listen to music, and I love music. So I'm always trying to get better. You know, I'm surrounding myself with the right people, surrounding myself with family, you know, people that are looking out for me and staying in shape. We don't live to work, you know, so figure out the balance. Sometimes it's good to just shut down, turn it off, and keep all of those in balance. You know, your faith, your family, your friends, your fitness. You know, too many people, they just work themselves to death. They think, if I can just grind a little harder, it's like, no, stop doing that. Back up a little bit, you know, back off a little bit, and things will still be fine. They'll be better. When you can truly walk away, and I learned this years ago, you know, an old manager of mine said, you're not ready to negotiate until you're ready to walk away, you know? And so if you have that attitude, like, I can walk away from this at any time, and the other person senses that as well, they're going to respect you more, and it's going to be a better experience for both of you. If you make an extra $5,000, make an extra $50,000, make an extra $100,000, put it into yourself. There aren't that many super smart people that are that much smarter than you. And if you can't explain the investment, if you can't explain the opportunity, quickly. If you can't explain it to a fifth grader, if you can't draw it on the back of an envelope, then you shouldn't be investing in it. Take the extra money that you are finally making and put it into yourself.
I love it.
And you know what? You're going to be a lot more successful.